Good evening all, hope we are all doing well. Welcome to Affinity Racing. We all know the score by now. It is Monday, we've got a new set of daily races. We've got two decent ones, which doesn't happen as often, so we maybe don't know the score on that one. It doesn't happen very often. We've got a decent daily race C, which I quite like the combo and stuff, but we'll get into that in a bit. And then we've got daily race B at Brands Hatch, which is seemingly more difficult than I remember it being. It turns out I'm a little bit off the pace. Craig on the friends list there, who I'm sure we all know, is a second ahead of me actually in both races. So in both of these combos, I've literally got 1 second, pretty much exact, to Craig. So I'm a fair bit behind. I've got a little bit of work to do, but it's all good fun. It is all good fun. We got Brands Hatch, as I say, for Daily Race B, which is pretty much all about confidence, that circuit. So I was starting to get a little bit quicker with each lap, but of course, the more you push, the more likely you are to bin it. And as soon as you feel like you have to play it safe around Brands, then you are very, very slow. So with that said, we're going to kick things off with Daily Race C. We're going to kick off, we got Dragon Trail. Quite high tyre wear around this one, and some tyre requirements as well. So we're going to have a check of that, see what the score is. I've only done a little bit of qualifying practice. I think I'm at what am I on here? A 38, or am I getting mixed up with Brands? Can't quite remember now. Now that I've started talking about it, I can't quite remember. There was a comment in chat, but I missed who that was. I think. No, I don't think there was. Was there? Was there not? I don't know. Now my comment isn't shown at all. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Anyways, right. Let's get into it then. So we're starting P. Oh, we got Bibby in this one. We're starting P8. Maybe that quali time isn't too bad. Still needs a bit of work. For sure. We'll start on the medium tires because I think we were requiring both compounds. Absolutely. So we'll start on the mediums. We'll see how far we can go on those. Tyre wear is pretty high, so we will be doing both compounds. I'm sure of it. Or we will, you know. It's not a case that when I say do both compounds, it's not a case of just being on the soft tyres for the entire race and then doing one lap on the mediums. We, of course, need to use both compounds. Evening, Adam. How we doing, mate? Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Are you set any times, Adam, for these? I feel like I know I can improve quite a bit here because I didn't do too many laps, but Brands is where it's just like lap after lap after lap, in the hope that you somehow put a good one in. But there's no sort of secret sauce to Brands. That's the problem. Other than confidence and a bit of luck. Stu, how we doing? Evening all. Hope we're all well, mate. How are we doing? Let me just set my focus thing on my phone. Bosh. Greetings, Jonathan. How we doing? No times yet from Adam. May get a chance later. Fingers crossed then, mate. Fingers crossed. Here we go then. We're in the BM. Pretty much the car of choice for me, at least at the moment. Oh, well, let's get traction control off, shall we? Lovely stuff. And fuel, I don't think, is too much of an issue. Oh, Jesus, almost losing it. There, we got a Merc which is going to come flying through on us here. 100% backing off to let him through. Oh, but he hits the wall. Fantastic. And then we also have damage. That is not what I wanted. That is not what you want to see. Guy in the Porsche went straight to the inside there. Left the door open. My problem here is that I haven't set or done any practice on the medium, so this is me finding out for the first time and having to react as I go. We're not doing too bad though, we're still hanging on to these guys. Can't hear the game very well. Right, let me sort that out as soon as I can. Sorry. Right, we had a couple of offs there, a couple of people ghosting. Do we know where we need to pit in terms of pit stops? Do we know what lap we need to pit? Or anybody have any suggestions or ideas? I feel like I can maybe do a few more laps on these mediums and then kind of judge from there whether or not, or sort of take a best guess on how many laps we can start to think about doing on the softs. Lifting quite a bit through there, still hit the wall. Don't get a penalty though, thankfully. Touch. Right, I've brought the game audio up a little bit there. Let me know if that's any better. Hopefully it is. Is it just the game audio that's low, or is it just everything low in general? Right, well, I've brought that volume up, so let me know if that's any better, or if it needs to come up just a little bit more. I think actually in general this car itself is quite quiet. If we were in the RX Vision, you'd probably be saying turn it down. Saw your second place, but the Aston was ridiculous, absolutely unbelievable pace from Zander on that one. When he's on a track that suits him, Zander is just absolutely rapid, no stopping him sometimes. Idiot. What an idiot. It's the only thing, this BMW can be a little bit lively. We drop to the back of the grid there now. A few people making fairly similar mistakes though. Why does that always phone me when I'm streaming? Oh. Go, 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 go. Oh, horrible. Absolutely horrible. Right, let's not make that same mistake again. Ah, braking too early there. That's cut that corner way too much. Not. Oh no! Have I made the same mistake again? What on earth am I doing? That curb you don't want to be on. That is a killer. Yeah, the BMW, it is and it isn't. The BMW is currently actually the top spot, but there's a fair mix there, to be fair. There is a fair mix. It's Supra. Oh. Clearly, though, I'm not very good in the BM. Supra's up there. The Merc as well. I think I'll be having a look at the Merc after this. BM's just a little bit too powerful for me, clearly. Oh, I need to get slowed down a lot earlier there. Right, that's someone only getting 4 laps on the medium. Oh, that's Bibby. Only getting 4 laps on the medium, so that's quite interesting. We'll bear that one in mind. Some variety then, yeah. It's not all too bad, to be fair. Although the guy who has top spot in the BM is 2/10 up. So I suspect that maybe if he's just jumped onto the leaderboard and set that one, that a few people might a bit later in the day be changing and be having a look at it. Don't know what it was about that curve that was unsettling me so much there. But proving a little bit tricky either way. I'm sure that if you drive properly, you'll be able to do that without braking. Just use up, maybe it's a slight touch of braking, but engine braking as you normally can do on the way through the other way. Ah, both of us running wide there. Oh, Viking up top there, look. On P1 there now. Right, I've also decided, by the way, if anybody has any recommendations here, I've decided that I'm getting a rig for when we move into the new house. Because as we may have heard there, when you've got a bit of steering input to do, this rig is absolutely mega, but this is actually Brian's old rig and seat. But the actual frame that the wheel is on, I think it's had a fair bit of use, so it does squeak a little bit. And I imagine Brian used it a fair bit, and obviously I've absolutely hammered it for the past 2 years, so it's fairly well used. It's still in good nick, but it does squeak, and maybe it's time for an upgrade and something a bit more sturdier. So I'm looking at going to have to start looking at a new rig. Of course, all I'm talking about is to actually mount the wheel and pedals that we currently have, courtesy of Stu, which I mention every time that I mention either these wheels or pedals whenever anybody asks. I'm still waiting for Stu to say, can I have those back now? And they will be sent straight back to him. I will never ever ever class this wheel and pedals, these wheel and pedals, as mine. Results pending, depending on who's been doing a bit of wall riding. Okay then, interesting. I did clip the wall a couple of times, but not wall riding as such. But I got a penalty where I did, I think it was out with the final corner where I lost a lot of time and then gained a pretty hefty penalty for making a mistake. Right, this is going to be absolutely brutal when I go into the pits here. Because we're 27 seconds off the lead now. By the time we do a pit stop, we could be looking at getting lapped. Oh. Oh! Early. Right, we're up to back to P9. We started bloody P7. Everybody else has been into the pits. We're still going, and we're up to P9. And we're about to drop a hell of a lot back, a hell of a way back when we get out of the pits. Yeah. The corner is brutal because it's a blind corner, and naturally you're inclined to try and brake as late as possible, but if you out-brake, you've absolutely just ruined your lap. Right. Mike, how we doing, mate? Hope we're all well, buddy. Hope we're all well. Is this the first time I've seen you in chat? I think maybe you popped in on one a few weeks ago. I can't remember now, but good to see you, mate. I hope we're all well. How did you get on yesterday? Where did you... Ooh, nearly into the wall. That would be good. Where did you finish yesterday, Mike? In the British Heart Foundation race. How did you get on? Didn't think it worked anymore. Oh, well, the wall riding. I think it does, unfortunately. That's the kind of wall riding that doesn't work, but at high speed ring it definitely does. Around turn 2. Right, well now we're on a hunt, or a mission, sorry, to not get lapped. Oh, don't ask, spun on lap 2. Oh, mate, actually I think I remember now. Sorry for bringing that up, yes. Because at first I thought it was Adam with seeing the Ferrari. So yes, apologies, mate. I take that question back. Let's pretend I didn't ask. Oh, started P3. Yeah, that's right. Oh, mate, brutal. A few more races to go, though. I wouldn't worry about it. I can't remember if I replied to your comment, Adam, because I seen it this morning. I'll be honest, I was still half asleep. Asking me to have a few bad races. I'm very surprised at how well, I'll be honest, it's gone so far. The season for me at the minute, but still plenty of time for it to go downhill. Don't you worry about that. The rest of the season could probably go about as bad as this race has for me so far. But yes, if we have any suggestions on rigs or frames, then do let me know. I've forgotten the name of it now. I have got one saved, which I think is still... Oh my god, how am I still doing that mistake? Come on. I think it was a PLAYSEAT one. I think I want to say PLAYSEAT Evo, but then I'm thinking, is that not what this actually is? Not the name of the rig, and now I sort of can't remember. Oh my god, we're a minute down, and we've now got another 3-second penalty to serve. 2 laps left. This one's been a bit of a disaster. I was doing alright in quali, or I felt like I was doing alright. Ah, worked together and got good times, yeah. Slipstream round there, and a bit of bump drafting. That was what made all the difference in the race. As soon as I eventually managed to catch up to you guys, because I think then the last few laps you guys started to have a little bit of a scrap up top, instead of working together all the way around, which then meant that I was just starting to catch up. And then when I did, I either had the choice of to sort of do the same and push on and be patient, or obviously have a little bit of a scrap. So I know you would have been hating me for it, Adam, that I then tried to stick my nose in and make up the odd place, because then that is what let Xander run away with it basically. Once I'd broken that gap from him from him the other way, by the way, and not running ahead. That would have been what we wanted. Get in front and break a gap that way. But unfortunately, I broke the gap backwards, and up the road he went. So then both of us were buggered then. But of course, you had the fuel issues anyway, didn't you? So. What was that then, Adam, as well? For the fuel, was it just the Ferrari was just mega thirsty on fuel? Literally, what even is that mistake? What even is that? Where was I going there? Where was I going? Christ. Let's hope for a better one the next race, eh? Or should we just move? Oh, no. Should I just head straight to Brands? My mistake was sitting out in front. Yeah, that's true as well, yeah. But I thought the Lambo would have used up a load more fuel around there, but it didn't. I did a little bit of fuel saving, but not massive amounts, to be honest. Well thirsty. Bosh. There we go. That's that one done. Realised too late you had a big problem. Yeah, mate. I was the same. I was literally racing for rain. I would have gone for the two stop, and that was kind of my plan. And then we got to 12 laps in, and I was like, oh, actually, maybe I should, because then I thought if I pit now, go on to another set of softs, and then it rains in a few laps, I'm done. I'm absolutely done for. So then I thought, yeah, I'm gonna have to race for a one stop, with the option of rain, and then I think it had strung all of us along there, didn't it? But yeah, didn't feel safe as thought rain was coming. Yeah, and would have had to pit anyway. I was exactly the same. I thought I'll just keep push, and then worry about it later. And then of course it just was absolutely no need. This is the qualifying timing boards at the moment, by the way. So we've got the M6. Then we got the Supra, the Vision, the RCF, the GTR. Couldn't get my words out there. And then we also had the Beetle, and there was another one, Ford GT. That wasn't the one that I was thinking of though. And the Mercedes. There it is there. So there's a fair mix. Top 25. You've got 4 or 5 different cars. So that's not too shabby. So I now need to think about which car I'm gonna maybe be a little bit better in. I did like the Lexus that we were in the other night, in whichever Group 3 race it was. I can't remember. The Porsche has a bit of high speed understeer, so it's not perfect for this track. The Vantage I would have been interested to have a go at, to be honest with you. But the Mercedes AMG I maybe think is where we're going to have a little look at. The McLaren F1 would be a bit of a laugh. But we'll maybe save that one for a bit later. Let's try the Merc. See what I think of this. I think tonight's going to be a case of trying a few different cars. Kind of seeing where I'm at. So, oops, let's enter the race firstly. Exactly what you said to me. Yeah, first, saying the same thing. Yeah, strategy done us over yesterday, didn't it? For sure. For sure. But I was trying to think, though, is on which other races we got coming up that maybe, if it's set to totally random weather, where else we could have rain. Was it you, Adam, that said in comments that Trial Mountain was next? Possible rain there as well, or was that John? I can't. One of you said in the comments that Trial Mountain was next, possible rain, but I didn't realise that I didn't realise rain was even available on that track, to be honest with you. Right, this is the SLS, isn't it, as well, by the way, so let's see what this, how this does. We might switch, but I prefer this car. I'm sure that's the one that I clicked on. Woohoo. Right, running that far wide does not help your lap time, would you believe it? Fantastic. Oh no, this is the GT3, not the SLS. I prefer the SLS though, but it's not quite as quick. I couldn't remember which one I'd clicked on. Right, so we got a 37.2. Craig is at a 37.225, I think, if I remember. 36, sorry, 0.225. Just over a second ahead of me. That's why I was curious to see what lap time you had, Adam, as well. Because Craig at times can be a bit of an alien with his lap times. And then if a few people are the same as him, then I know that's where I need to be at. Sometimes I see Craig's lap times and I just think, yeah, I don't care, because I'm never getting anywhere near it. Oh, just stepped on the grey stuff. Or the lighter grey stuff. Oh, gone too wide. Way too wide. Oh dear, it's all gone wrong. Always needing a decent exit on that one, really needing to focus on exit, so slow down a little bit quicker, rotate it a bit better is the aim. Oh, that's what I mean, I keep braking way too late on that corner, all the time is then lost immediately. Right, I'm just going to run all the way to the right hand side here, build up as much speed as possible, take the longest possible route. To be fair, 6/10 off with all those mistakes probably actually isn't too bad. See if we can get 6/10 on that time, I'm sure we could do. Realistically, it should be fairly easy. Ah, no. Similar mistake there, but... Oh, man. Flippin' heck. Why am I so shit at this track? Ah! Don't know what it is about the reverse Seaside, but I just struggle here all the time. Normal Seaside I can get away with, but reverse has my life. That's the one, that's the one, that's the one. That's better, that's better, that's better. Right, let's actually get slowed down at the right place at the right time, yeah? Oh, man! Still ahead of the ghost, but that's shocking. John, how we doing, mate? I hope we're all well. I was just saying there earlier, John, was it you or was it Adam that was saying Trial Mountain next race, possible rain? In the YouTube, in the comments on the British Heart Foundation stream. Can't get my words out because I'm too busy trying to bloody drive this. Still doing a bad job of it as well. What's this going to be? A 0.4? 0.3 and a bit? 0.4. Ah! Oh, man! For God's sake. Chicane of death in reverse is no good to me. Oh, Bibby's improved his time loads. This is doing my head in. I'm going over to Brands Hatch. Problem being is that I'm crap there as well. Oh, start on the mediums, start on the mediums. Definitely. Oh, I can't even be bothered. Why is it not working? Come on. No. Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it, mate? I think it's because when you're so used to it the way that we are, I find that it's harder to overtake around it in this version as well because, well, it's just harder to overtake. I don't think it offers up as many overtaking opportunities when it's done this way. Is game audio all alright, by the way? Is that all good? Levels? Yeah, that's right, mate. Great British Heart Foundation races, yeah. We've done a couple there, haven't we? I remember the Group 2. I'm sure, did we do Group 2? That was good. Around the outside in turn 1, lovely stuff, we'll have that. Not too shabby. Right, this is where I need to be careful though. Bit of a better start. Should have been down into second gear there. Too late to change down now, of course, but oh, got a bit of contact there. There we go. Here we go. We're going to go for this one. Is it going to be on the soft tyres? Mistake from him. We're going to get nudged. Ah, no. That was all from that one little bit of contact there. Man. Now look where we are. Now look where we are. What is going on here? What on earth is going on here? How we got this run on the straight like this? What on earth's going on? How on earth did we have that run out the straight? Did they all just tangle each other into the chicane, into the final chicane? Do we think? I'm lucky not to get a penalty there. I'm really lucky not to get a penalty there. But I get a penalty there instead. Oh man, I hate this track now. The more I race here, the less I ever say I've had like, oh, I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that Dragon Trail race. Right, brutal penalty this. Here we go. Here we go. Penalties are shocking, they are, mate. There's no way this guy's getting done 8 laps on the soft tyres, though, I can tell you that much. So that's relatively good news. Yeah, that penalty was a little bit brutal, but I should have probably had one for the knock in the chicane, to be fair. In the depth chicane. Has the Merc just got so much better acceleration, or what's going on? Oh, I had a load of oversteer there. Beep, 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 beep. All the swears. That was not me trying to cut the corner, I promise. That was me misjudging the combination of oversteer and understeer. Understeer when you've got your foot down on the power, and oversteer as soon as you bring it off. Should have probably nudged him there, but we've got the run. Right, let's go. We got off to an alright start as well, that's the annoying thing. Nudges us there again, contact, and then goes to the inside. Try and get around the outside there. Magic. Ah! What a nightmare! Oh, what an absolute mare! I'll tell you the main problem with it actually is that in reverse, you notice there's a lot more blind corners in the reverse. because in the reverse those corners are then downhill, whereas they're uphill the other way around. That's a big thing. There's like 3 main blind corners. This is one of them, because I just keep missing that braking zone in an attempt to brake later, but I just... Back down to the back of the grid as well. Come on. He'll have a penalty there. I would have just ducked back out of the pits if I was him and done another lap. This one's another blind corner. It's not as bad, but not ideal. Obviously, realistically, that's also a blind corner. But that is the chicane. We know what we're doing with that one. That is the characteristic of that one. But yeah, the rest of the track becomes an absolute nightmare. It doesn't flow as well, I don't think, as Dragon Trail in as we know it. Almost to the point where I've been setting my braking marker as that 100-metre board or the start of the curb, and so that's where I'm trying to push it, thinking to brake just a bit later, but it's pushing it way too much. Right, so loads of people into the pits. So we're going to make up a few positions, albeit temporarily. Back up to P6 at the moment. He has P5 in front. See what tyre they were coming out on though. This Merc feels all right if I can be quick in it. This Merc feels pretty decent. That's a penalty. Oh no, maybe not. Thought that one would have been there. Oh, just taking that line all wrong. I can't just seem to drive that how I want and get it right. What a bloody nightmare. Anybody want to take over the stream so that people can watch somebody drive this track properly? It's annoying because in plenty of places where I can see myself gaining time with the leader. I feel like this Merc's decent in places. Ah! I was in that slide for about 4 hours there. Back down the order we go. Oh man. Cutting pit lane, I didn't think that one through, did I? It's only 25 seconds to the leader, and I say it only because we have still had a bit of a nightmare here, and that is closer than I thought it would have been. Look at that there. There's like 2 tenths taking out the leader. 2.5 tenths. It's still going. It's still going. Still taking time out of him. Took out nearly a second there. I don't know if he served a penalty or not. Or if he's having to defend quite a bit, that may be the case. I would suspect. Brutal. Oh, and we're back to the back of the grid. Right, see if we can make up a few places. Need to be a bit more competitive on the next one, for sure. Race more or less ruined by mistakes and penalties. They do tend to cost you. See if we can get past this guy. I don't fancy side by side through the depth chicane. I really don't. That's better, that's better. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we want. Gaining a load of time to the leader. I have just realised he's probably on medium tyres actually, but still. Right. Gonna have 2 more laps, 3 seconds to the Frenchman in front. That's my challenge now. See if we can close that. That's how you want to be taking that chicane. That is wonderful. Oh, someone's gone. P13 now. 2.3, the guy in front. Starting to get the hang of that chicane now. Oh! What's happened there? Can we get an unlikely P10? It looks like we will do because he's got a penalty here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, how frustrating is this? I mean, 25 seconds to the leader, as I mentioned before. That was our gap. We started to close a little bit. We then had penalties. We dropped to like 30 seconds back. We're back up to 25 now. Back down to 25 rather, the gap. Right, now perhaps got alright race pace in this thing. There we go, we'll have P10. Let's be fair, that's not the worst result that we could have had there. That is not the worst result we could have had, all things considered. Oh, Bibby got himself on the podium. Nicely done, mate. And he's got himself up to A+. Congrats, Bibby. Nice one. Right, we'll do 2 more races. I'll do 1 more in the Merc. Oh, should have been second. How come? Was it a penalty? Or did someone push you off? Or you just know that you should have been able to have got second place if you'd done something different. Oh, Jesus. What car were you in as well, Bibby, by the way? It has literally just been on screen, but I didn't pay attention to that bit. So I'm liking this Merc. I feel like the BMW felt quicker, but it's probably because it's a little bit more on the edge. It wasn't necessarily quicker, for me at least. It just feels quicker because you know you're a bit closer to binning it at any given point. So this is what I need to get right. Oh, I keep making that bloody mistake. No worries at all, Craig. How we doing, mate? I was just saying there before, your qualifying time is literally 1 second. Well, just over, but 1 second ahead of me, so I've got a bit of work. Well, hopefully we should get 5 laps here. As long as I don't make any stupid glaring mistakes and put it into the wall like I just have there. And you're actually a second ahead of me on, I think maybe it's more than a second actually, at Brands as well, Craig. Pretty rapid round there you are. Right, I was doing a lot better than that in the race, on worn tyres as well, so I need to get my act sorted out there. That needs to be a shed load smoother than that. Got a 35 if you put more time into it. Well, please don't, so then I can at least match you and say, there we go, I'm as quick as Craig. 37.2 I'm at the moment. I'm sure you could get a 35, to be fair, mate. I know where I can be making up quite a bit of time. I just need to actually get it done, which is what's proven difficult in 1 lap. To put it together in 1 lap. I just can't seem to have much luck, but here we go, we're going to go again. 37.1, we're getting there. Let's not have a ghost right in front of us. We're trying to navigate the chicane. There we are, that's a bit better. Look at that, 2 tenths up, 3 tenths up. Right, there we go, we could be mid 36s here. So I'm catching up to you, Craig, now. Oh, I was fairly crap through here on the last lap, and I'm going to be fairly crap again. Yeah, I lose all that time. Look at that, I lost 4 tenths there. That is shocking. That is absolutely shocking. Just got to be careful on them curbs. I don't know what it is as well, but each of those corners, the curbs seem a bit more brutal this way around. A lot of the time it's because those corners are quite blind. You can't quite hook the car on them the way that you want to sometimes. Right, that's a bit better. We need to do the chicane as we did on the last lap there. Maxing out the gears like that would be a bit stupid, wouldn't it? So much time to be getting. It's those S's basically, chicane and the S's as always, where majority of the time I think is to be gained. A little bit harder to unsettle the car if you try and cut that corner there, because it's such a slower speed. Should just have enough time for 2 more laps yet. She's moving out tomorrow. Oh, mate, there we go. Well, congrats to her. I'm assuming for good reason, unless she's just unless she's had enough of you. That'd be no good. But no worries at all, mate. I'll catch you back here in a little bit or later in the week, mate. Have a good one. Really? I'll be down in the mid 36s here. I just can't seem to do it in one lap. My optimal time's probably pretty decent, but at the minute That's it. That's loads better there. In terms of the line, I didn't quite make up as much time because I should have been earlier on the power, but maybe still be up by about a tenth yet. Oh, there we go. Down into the 36s. 36.989. Not too bad. Right. I'm just going to push like hell through the chicane, see if I can try and move all the way over to the right hand side and see if we can still take it flat. Oh no, I still have to lift. You could take that flat though, couldn't you? It's just the understeer on the way out that is what gets you. If you haven't quite got it perfect. 36.9 then, bit of an improvement, that's better. Maybe 2/10 quicker than us. So I presume, if he's in the same lobby, I presume that he's going to be in the same lobby. Ah, he's not. We've dropped. Oh no, I'm up. We're in a higher lobby. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Layla's just sent me. That's what Layla was ringing for. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this on the webcam or not. Let's see if I can. Can you see that? Reclining chair. It was 200 quid when we were doing some house shopping. And it was genuinely one of the most comfiest chairs ever. It didn't really look like it until you sat down on it and you laid back. I was like, oh, I need this for the office so I can just sit and watch the F1. and then now it's on sale for like half price. But that's handy. I'm glad I did. Definitely glad I didn't get it the other day then. Right, let's go. So we're starting P11. We're going to start on the on the mediums, or the harder tyres. Starting at the back. Right, predictions in. How far up the grid can we go on this one? Hopefully a few positions. Let's see if we can aim for a rather ambitious, I would say, top 6 or top 5. So glad I didn't get tagged by the car behind me there. It looked like he was going to... I was just going to move across. As he was putting his foot down. I was lucky. Oh! Thank you. You'll have a bit of that. Lovely. Right, a few positions made there then. That is very, very fortunate. We're off to a good start then. Better than we have been previously. Let's go. Come on. bit of good luck at the start of the race. Does that mean we could have a bit of good luck throughout the rest of it? Gaining to the leader. I presume he's going to be starting on the mediums, but that's not right our race based on that. Oh! There we go. Here's our P6. How on earth has this happened? Made up 5 positions in 1 lap. Unreal. 2.8 to the leader. Here we go then. Now we're talking. Right, Anton in front of us here. Best chicane from me there, but not too bad equally. Oh, Anton's gone as well. We're just like parting the seas here. We catch up to somebody and off they go. A bit more of that, please. To be fair, we've done plenty of that in the past races, haven't we, so far? Right, the race leader now starting to get himself a bit of pace, I think. Maybe it's now that he's not fighting anybody. Should have just been on the power a little bit later there, get the car turned in better first. Up to 4 seconds goes the gap. But hopefully, if he started on the softs, hopefully that's a lot of life taken out his tyres now. Right, just need to hope that when we come to pit, we don't end up in too much traffic, because so far so good. Smooth ride. Oh, there we go, speaking of traffic. Jesus, he came back from some distance. That was a lunge and a half. Fair play to him though. Can't argue with that one. He's absolutely flying. He is absolutely flying. Midnight having a good scrap there with the very fast gent in the Mazda. Let's get the switch back on him. Nope, Midnight keeps the place. Nicely done. Compromised himself a lot though. Oh, bit of moving along the straight there. Costing a lot of time there behind these two. Oh. Right, come on. Let's try not to lose too much time. Mazda's gone, the Mazda's gone. He knows I've got to go to the inside there. I cannot stay behind him. Is he going to push us along though? Work with us yet? Midnight goes off. Trying to work out which way around to go there. Work with us, buddy. Ah, he could have worked with us there. It's because he knows he probably wouldn't have gained that much time by pushing me along and remaining in the slipstream. Again, lucky that that isn't a penalty. Come on. One more lap, yeah, one more lap. Oh, no. No, 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 no. He thought about the pits there, he thought about the pits. Sticking with 4 laps on the softs. Right, we're up onto the podium. We don't have the podium, of course, because we need to go into the pits, but this is good progress, I think. Please be. It's the race leader. That is the race leader. He's binned it. He's binned it. He's binned it. No. No. God, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Oh, man. Just as we got to a point where we could have, genuinely, that could have actually turned into a battle for the race win there. Bugger. Oh no! Gutted isn't even the word. Gutted isn't even the word. Still do okay though. I mean, we've had an adventure up and down the grid. I would have preferred the first half of the adventure, which was just climbing up and then just stay there. That would have been better. But I've got a chance to do a bit more fighting here, possibly for P8. Can't believe I put it up onto that curb and binned it because of that. Punishing penalty zones in the game, yeah, for sure. I'd love to see like a heat map of where all the penalties have been received on this track. I think we can all have a guess. I thought it was going to run wide there. I think we can all have a guess where it would be. Oh, I've just realised what you said. Penalty zones, as in where you serve the penalty. I thought you meant the death chicane, as in like one of the most punishing corners for where people would pick up penalties. Yeah, that's also true. Absolutely brutal spot to have that penalty, especially when they're huge, hefty, like 3.5 second penalties, 4 second penalties, like savage. Bibby and P7 there. Little does he know, but I'm chasing him down. I know we've got one guy in front of us here, but I'm chasing him. I'm no longer chasing him. Oh, bugger off. And then he went and binned it as well. What a gutter. Didn't even need to push that much in the end. We had a cracking first couple of laps as well, which is what makes it like all the worse. Oh, don't say then. Got yellow flags. It's gone green again though. Oh, yellow flags again. Oh, there's midnight. We actually could have genuinely been up to P6. How on earth have we had... We've essentially had like... Well, I don't even know how to say it. We've had enough out of this race excitement and downfall and battles in this race to last an entire stream. I'm gutted. And we end up P8 as well. The nightmare that we've had, and yet we still gain 3 positions. What even was that race? What was that race? That was absolutely bizarre. Levers in the McLaren though, in the 650 P4. Get the next one, mate. Yeah, fingers crossed. That is just carnage. Utter carnage. It was like so easy the first few laps. We were just parting the seas, just moving the traffic out of our way pretty much, and then that happens. All right, let's go again. I'm sticking with the Merc. Crazy. Right. Let's I'm gonna make a note of that one. Right, quali. We should have enough time for 5 laps again here. Need to try and work out or find the best way to absolutely like push the limits of that chicane as well, final chicane. Trying to sort my phone out. Right, let's go. Ah! Right, I'm only going to get 4 laps in on this one. Right, go, go, go. Come on, that's not too bad. Could have maybe been down on the power earlier there, but... Right, come on then. Let's everybody. We know the game. We know the game by now. Everybody take a guess. What was our fastest lap time going to be of this qualifying session? If you guess correctly, all 3 decimal places, free t-shirt from the merch store. We've got a 36.989 at the moment. Let's see if we can beat that. I want mid 36s by the end of this stream. Which, given that this is the last race before we go on to quali, it needs to be this. Before we go on to Brands Hatch, it needs to be this quali session. So can we improve by 4/10 or so? I will not complain if it's more than 4/10. Oh my word, come on. Get your guesses in then. What's our lap time going to be? I think at the moment I'll be lucky if I improve by 1 or 2 tenths, or if at all. Bosh. 36 treble 6. I'll go with that. If I can get that, I'll be buzzing. For now, at least, anyways. Oh. 3 more laps. I actually get so annoyed on quali times when I keep crashing like that on quali sessions. It's almost more annoying than doing it in the race. For God's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is really doing my head in now. Just drive quick. How hard can it be? How hard can it be? I'm going to lose a load of time with this penalty, obviously. I don't actually think we will get. I need to cross the line here with... three. Oh, no, it's not even going to happen. With like 3:15 to spare. I might just have enough time for 2 full laps. I have a feeling that it's going to time me out just before we cross the line on the last lap. Let's go though. Let's hope for the best. Come on. Quick laps only now, as he loses a load of time by not shifting up a gear. That's the one, that's the one, that's the one. Yes, 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 yes. Go on. Decent, decent, decent. Just a load of time by going on that bloody grass. Just have enough time to cross the line for this lap as well. Fingers crossed. Needs to be a good one though. So you got to make up 4/10 improvement. Well, we need more than that actually. I need literally like another second. Yes. Magic. it tense up here. 36.5. That'll do me. Thank God for that. I hope it takes this time into the lobby though. It's not going to, is it? Oh, it only takes the 0.9. Oh my God, we would have been starting P7. If only. If only. Right, let's see what everybody else is starting on. They're all starting on the mediums, which maybe means I should start on the softs. I'm going to start on the softs, if it lets us change in time. Everybody in front of me is on the medium tyres, so I'm going for the softs. Got to try something different. Strategy being, do the opposite of what everybody else is doing and hope for the best. Nice, yeah, cheers Craig. Still a couple of tenths off you, but I shall improve, hopefully, a bit more. Right, let's hope for a good run down into turn 1. Let's not die of death at the death chicane. And just do everything better than we did last race. Right, let's go. Oh, triple wipeout from the guys behind. Lovely. That'll do me. I'm taking it easy at the chicane here, just in case. A fair bit of death having gone on there then. Up to P6. This may have actually just worked out fairly well. What an absolutely mental first lap yet again. Oh, Bibby's gone a bit too deep. Get the switch back there. Magic. Up to P5. Bibby might be thinking that I think he's on the medium tyres, so he'll realise later down in the race it's not worth fighting that one. Because we'll meet again, I'm sure, after pit stops and everything else. Different strategy at the moment for us, though. Let's keep going. All in 60 seconds will make a great show. Exactly. The first lap carnage always does, doesn't it? All the shorts that get the most views is either first lap carnage or dirty, like instant karma on Dirty Driver. 5.4 to the lead. Oh, we've been hit. No. Realistically, that should be giving the place back there for that, that's for sure. Yeah, traction control off, most definitely. Can't drive with traction control on. Man! Every time it starts well and then it goes wrong. Right, if this is the run of luck I'm having here, I'm going to have no luck at Brands Hatch, am I? Guaranteed. I'm going to end up breaking this wheel actually, if I keep hitting it like that. Proper rage that was there. So annoying. Ugh. Right. Recovery race yet again. Oh, for God's sake. Why can't I drive a car? One more lap on the soft, see if it pays off. I feel like I'm going to give up very quickly on this one. If the same thing happens again. Oh no, that's so annoying. One set of soft tyres and I absolutely fly through. And yet on a prime set of softs, at the very start of the race, I cannot make the most of them. So annoying that. This is all this video has been, this stream has been. Me just sharing absolute frustration. All good. Everybody ahead as well on the... going to be going on to the soft tyres. So I think it'll be a case of trying to hold station in P8 here. Already loses P8 immediately. Fantastic. This is the problem now. Everybody's on the quicker tyres. Realistically, I would have said that should be a penalty there. That was sufficient hitting of the wall. But I'll take getting away with it. Been unfairly penalised quite a few times on this game, so. But oh man, what could have been. Combustion, how we doing? Hope all is well. Oh hey. Hope all is well. Hope your day's been a bit better than mine. Stream has been so far. This guy in P8 is just going to keep running away, I think, now. God's sake. I am crap at this track. Absolutely crap at this track. I need to get better. Nightmare. Rage quits will be coming out soon. Bob, how we doing, mate? Good evening, good evening. Hope we're all well. Same to you, Bob. I hope your day has gone a bit better than my stream so far. Let's not bin it, shall we? Should we try and not bin it this time? Oh, why can't I do that every lap? That was spot on. That's what I need every lap. Why can't I do it? What makes it so difficult? I kind of want to do one more of this because I know that I should be due a good race. Or that I can do a race without making mistakes. Or as many mistakes as I have made. Imagine just getting that whole S section right for a change. That would be nice as well, wouldn't it? Penalty for the Frenchman. I'll have this one. Oh, the Porsche's gone. Right, now we're going to be up to P8. What crazy, this is mental race, is this? You end up and down the grid, both sides, front and back, multiple times in one race. Might just have P8 here if we can pull an absolute blinder in the final sector, or if he makes a mistake like that, that'll do. Oh, he's not meant to run us off like that, but I was trying to pick which side to go. Chose wrong. That many penalties in the lobbies. Philippine's introducing VAR. Exactly. I wish you could appeal them and say, actually, I disagree with that one. Independent review, please. That's what I would want. Bibby with an absolutely astounding result there. P4, he started P9, I think, where we are. Well done, Bibby, unreal. Right, the question is, do we stay with this, or do we now go over to Brands Hatch? That's it. No, but yeah, the racing hasn't been naff. It's just that I've been naff. I think that's been the problem tonight, Bob. Honestly, we've had some really good like opening laps, and could have been on for some mega results. This one here, we genuinely could have been challenging for the race win, or was that the race before? I'm now already losing track. But then I just silly mistake in every single race so far. That is annoying as hell, that. Right, quick vote. B or C in the comments. What should we do? Daily Race B, Brands Hatch, or Daily Race C? 2 more of Daily Race C, or what will be 3 Brands Hatch races. Group 4. What do we want? Get your suggestions in, or get your vote in now. Daily Race B or Daily Race C? B or C? B or C? What do we want? Adam says B. Craig says B. Mike says B. 100% votes for B so far. Bob says B. Right, everyone's saying B. Combustion B. Everybody B. Okie dokie. In terms of cars, so I was actually in the G70, but I'm very surprised that the Swift is so quick round here. Almost annoyingly so, that it is so quick. The RCZ is probably the car that I would be quickest in, I feel. The G70 I was struggling with. I may try the Audi. I'll give the Audi a quick try. I'll do 3 laps in each, and then we'll take our pick, because we've got a little bit of time before the race gets underway. So I'll do 3 laps in the Audi, 3 laps in the RCZ. Any other suggestions on what we can have a look at? I will try the Swift, annoyingly. I'd be really annoyed if that ends up being quick. The G70 I found was alright, but I was struggling with it, to be honest. I was really struggling. Just need to get used to the Group 4s again. And the wheel spinning understeer of the Audi. Ah, the Megane Trophy, yes, good shout. I always do alright in the Megane, to be fair, around here. It's normally always a good shout. Yeah, so Audi, RCZ, Megane, Swift. Any other 4-wheel drives are probably worth a look. For me, at least, anyway. Yeah, annoyingly, the Swift looks really, really quick, which is what is really doing my head in, because the thought of racing that round here, embarrassing. But I'll have to have a look at it. Right, 3 laps in the Audi, 3 laps in the Peugeot, 3 laps in the Megane, 3 laps in the Peugeot. No, sorry, the Suzuki. Maybe I'll do 2 laps in the interest of time. Gone too wide. That is not the racing line, I'm afraid to say. Yeah, Stu, how gutted are you though that you have to admit that, Stu, and say that the Swift is quick? Does it pain you to say it like it does me, or am I just being a bit daft? Sorry, I'll do 1 more lap in the Audi. Because they also made the Pikes Peak version. Fair enough. Oh, we've got a new update actually, haven't we? Coming soon. supposedly. I think. Might be wrong. I'm sure I saw that on Twitter though. There's been some new cars teased, I think. So everybody was trying to have a guess at what they would be. Swift is very swift. Aptly named for Brands Hatch. Keep forgetting that you need a short shift in the Audi still, don't you? It's just the understeer in this thing that I absolutely hate. As does everybody, I'm sure. Just makes it such a pain to drive at high speed. Right, 30.625. Right, there we go. 30.625. I mean, I'm just so far off the pace. It's actually unreal. Craig's got a 28, so I'm 2 seconds off the pace. Oh, no, sorry, Craig. You got a 29. I was bigging you up more than you deserved there. Craig's only got a 29, everybody, so... He's still 8/10 quicker. So, I'm still well off the pace. I was thinking 28 in my head for some reason. Right, other cars. What's also worth a look? What else did we say? I said I would have a quick look at the Peugeot. I prefer this over the Audi. I'm annoyed that I also have to admit that as well, but I prefer the Peugeot. Looking forward to the 959. Yeah, was that confirmed then, was it? Or was that just one of the ones that people were suspecting the outline of the cars to be? The Veyron. I feel like you wouldn't get out of second gear in the Veyron around here. Oh, it's just the understeer is... Look at that. Understeer is horrific. Either that or I just need to go slower. Maybe that's what it is. Oh my god. I thought the Audi was bad. The Peugeot must be worse now. Christ. I suppose it doesn't help when you've just been driving the Group 3s. Lose so much perspective, but like that is just horrible. Yeah, four-wheel drive though, exactly. Well, the G70 I thought I would have been alright in there, but turns out I was actually quite slow. It's just, it's just not what you would think you'd be able to get out of this car. God. I'll do another quick lap in this. I'm actually less of a fan of this than I am the Audi. Oh my word, that's awful. That is simply awful. How do people drive this thing? I mean, if I was just a bit more sensible and didn't try and attack the corners at like 30, 40 miles an hour faster than I should be. If I was like a little bit earlier on the brakes maybe, it's just a bit more sensible. There we go, there we go. Ooh. thought I could. Right, I hate this Peugeot. This stream I've hated so far. I've really embarrassed myself, and I'm not happy about it. Ugh. Right, different car. None of this necessarily is down to the car as well. It's just that I am driving genuinely so bad. Ah, right, what other car? Well, I suppose we just got to do the Swift then, haven't we? Oh, the trophy. I'm normally alright in the trophy. Right, this will be a good reference point, I think. I cannot wait to jump in the Swift and then be like 4 seconds a lap quicker. And then just go, oh, it is the car. Even that is quite a bit of understeer. I'm clearly trying to take the corners way too quick. Oh. Nowhere near. Possibly need to be short shifting in this actually. It may seem there. Right, not far off. That's better, that's better, that's better. Go, 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 go. Yes, right, magic. That's a bit better. We're getting there now. We're getting there now. I can take another couple of tenths off this, I think. Tenth up. Gonna close quite a bit yet. Start to drop off there. The gears. I'm sticking with the trophy for this race because I can get another lap or so out of this for practice. Let's not be running wide there in the race, shall we? Right, get your guesses in. What's our fastest lap going to be? If it's not going to be this 297, what do we think we can manage? A little bit of time in the final corner, but another 2/10 improvement, so we're getting there. We're getting there. 30.196, says Adam. Take that, Adam. Will you do even better? Right, I'm going to... Hopefully we can get down to the 29s, though. Craig's got 29.8, so that's where I need to be. John, how are we doing? We give up on Daily Race C, John. Although... there was potential for some good results, but never mind. Anyways, 29.999, that's what I've got to aim for. Get down to the 29s. That's my absolute minimum by the end of the night. Right. Be back in 2 minutes. Well, in 1 minute or less, hopefully. Right. Are we starting at the back? It looks like we are. What a surprise. We're well off the pace. Oh dear. Everybody in the Swift. Oh, not everybody. Quite a few people in the Swift. Don't miss the race again. Yeah, I made sure this time. We're all good. Although still cut it fairly fine, to be fair. Anyways, right. Here we go then. We're all good. We're all good. Starting at the back. It's not going to be many laps, this one. I didn't see how many it was. It's probably only going to be five laps, is it? Oh yeah, it is as well. 5 laps. Ugh. Right. Come on, then. Let's do it. Let's go, let's go. Let's do it, let's do it. Predictions in. Starting P14. It's not a prediction of how well we will do. It's how badly or how well will the people in front of us do. Because it's not about how many overtakes you can do at Brands. Difficult place to get many moves done. It's just a case of how many people will crash in front of you. And for you to go, yes, I'll have that, thank you. Peugeot getting a bit of a switch back there. I'm going to nip straight in front of them though and have that, confirm that position as our own. Right, and away we go. I think I said Peugeot there, it's an Audi. That's a good place to get the moves done though. Just push them off onto the grass. That tends to work pretty well. Which is what looked like was happening up ahead there. Finally a decent track. I agree, James, I agree. I do like Dragon Trail in reverse, but I equally hate it because I'm not very good there, so it doesn't flow as well going the other way, I don't think. That's what makes it a challenge, to be fair, isn't it? That's kind of the point. Here we go then. How much of this can we make the most of? Around the outside of Druids? Never going to happen. Got the straight line though over the Suzuki by the looks of it. Either that or he's just a really poor exit. As we see there, along came, oh, he's binned it. I was just going to say, along came the Audi and he's gone and binned it, so we've got a bit of a gap behind us now. Too deep. Might have the run on the Suzuki here if I go to the inside. Boxes that one off, but he leaves enough of a door open. We're going to have that. We're going to make sure we have that. Lovely stuff. We have P10, do we think? Oh, yes we can. Yes we can, because off he goes. He nearly collects the chap behind us, but he doesn't. And now, could we be on to the back of this Swift here for P9? Oh, he's gone. Let's go, let's go. Really? Are we actually taking the piss? We've just got no words for that one. Ah! He was doing alright there as well, up until then. Same standards as normal, yeah, exactly. A little bit annoying that one. Could have been doing all right there, even though it was P9. We started from the back, so it wasn't all bad. Yellow flags up ahead. Double overtake, single overtake. No overtake at the moment, but we'll try round the outside, yeah. Oh! He's going to have the shorter race, the shorter line to the finish. Double overtake. We'll have that. Last lap, double overtake, last corner. And then around the outside. Not too bad. That makes up for a rather abysmal race and being pushed off the way that we were there. Not too shabby. That one will do. Right, 2 more races at Brands. We've got to try this bloody Suzuki Swift, even though I'm not happy about it. Right, can I also say, by the way, you can't see that, but I'm racing with a paper cut, and it's fairly brutal. Should have got that in at the start of the stream, but just so we know, that is a valid excuse, and it is one that I will be sticking with. Even though I've only just remembered that I had it by looking at my hand. Right. So, Stu said the Veyron. So let's have a little try of this. This'll be a bit of a laugh. We'll try a couple of laps. I'm just doing anything to avoid getting in that bloody Swift. I don't know if the laughs is for the paper cut or the fact that we're now in the Veyron. Oh! And if it wasn't for the Veyron, it will be now. At least to be fair, it is the biggest car. Do not use the roller skate. It is the biggest car, so it was already difficult enough to overtake around here. This would make it fairly impossible. If anything, the Lambo's probably a better shout than this, and that's saying something. But we'll see how we get on. You never know, it could surprise. I messed up there, but maybe he's could have been a little bit quicker. It might not be actually be the worst shout, you know. Let me do another 2 laps, see where we're at. Let's do another 2 laps, see where we're at. Yeah, James is saying the Mustang. If it was Group 3, I'd agree with you. Right, that's quite a way off that first lap, but that was a few mistakes and stuff, so let's try again. Right, 4 tenths up now. Right, let's go. 5 tenths up. The Subaru. Yeah, I'm surprised actually that the Scooby isn't up there. I'm very surprised at the Scooby not being top of the list, or partially top of the list, or in the top 10 at all actually. I think it's finally been nerfed to a point where it's almost got sensible pace compared to the rest of the field. Right, if this thing's driven correctly, it might not be the worst of shouts, but I think I'm going to struggle to get any quicker, or much quicker than that. So what's that going to be as we cross the line? 30.7. I'm still 7 tenths off. Right, let's jump in the Suzuki, in the Swift. I can't believe I'm doing this, but what was the other car? Craig, you suggested another car, but now I can't remember what it was. But it looks like we might have to do the Suzuki. What was the other? I can't remember what the one that Craig suggested was. Mike saying the Ferrari. Although that is what's on the thumbnail. James is going to hate me here. Sorry, James. Actually, I wonder if the Alpha would be any good. Right, let's hold out hope for the Alpha. We'll do 2 laps, and then we'll decide. And then, if not, if it's no good, we'll have to go in blind in the Suzuki. Oh, you said the Megane, but we tried the Megane, and I liked the Megane. The Megane was good. Yeah. Sorry, Craig. That's right. The race that I've literally just done. I already forgot. Sorry, buddy. Right. I wonder if this would be any good then. I'm just desperate not to use the Swift. Anything but the Swift. Ah, I should have second there. I'm forgetting this is only 5 gears, this car. That should have been second gear. This definitely needs to be second gear. Oh, Alpha's no good, Craig says. Probably going to be taking your word for it without me even having to finish this lap. Although truly not the worst, really. I've got to say it. James says he'll unsubscribe if I use the Swift. I wouldn't blame you, mate. I'm desperate not to use it. But out of curiosity, I've got to have a look at it. It'll be against my will, but I've got to have a look at it just to see how quick it is or what makes it so quick. Annoyingly, not too bad a lap there in the Alpha actually though. Still a fair bit off the pace, but not as bad as I was maybe thinking there. I do have to use it, James. It's called professional curiosity. I'd be doing a disservice to everybody if I didn't use it. We've got to give it a try on the last race, but let's see if this Alpha can be any good. Or if I can be any good in the Alpha, probably more to the point. There we go, we're getting there. Ooh, nearly onto the grass. I wasn't banking on you being a fan of the idea, James. I didn't think you'd be happy about it. Get this across the line in time, come on. It's going to be about 4/10 up. This will be about a 30.4. Oh, almost. Actually, how did I get that calculation so horrifically wrong? Literally only a handful of thousandths off my best time in the McGann. Right, electric, heat, P1 and 2 there. Right, what's everyone else in then? Oh, he's in the Mustang. Oh, James, I'm sorry, buddy. I don't believe it. P2 in a Mustang. Wonder if he set that 28.5 in the Mustang, though. Why does the Suzuki Swift have to be the fastest car? Have to stand out and be fast in a different car. That's the problem with Gran Turismo at the moment, though. It's like one car is the one. Do you know what I mean? It's becoming an issue. Electric, how we doing? Pole position for you, mate. Nice one. In the Swift. Have you set that in the Swift? I presume you have done. We're about to find out why the Swift is so well rated. I won't say I told you so. Only if he set it in the Mustang, though. We'll see how he does in the race. That's not to say he set that lap time in the Mustang, but it wouldn't surprise us. It would not surprise me. Right, come on, then. How's the stream at the minute? Is it all good, by the way? Sound all right? We turned game volume up a little bit earlier on, so hopefully it's still all good. Left the door open, we'll go for it. Can't quite make that one stick. Picture and sound good. Good stuff, good stuff. Way slower than I should have been there. There we go. Oh. I've got to try and pick one, follow them through. Oh! Oh! What a treat. What a treat. Triple overtake. Is that one of them running wide there as well? I think it is. Oh, shit. Dear mate, come on. Right, P7 and 8 yet. Wonder if we can catch to these at all. Be great if we could. If that'd be a penalty, that, because technically that is cutting the track, but to no advantage, that's for sure. Go, go, go. Right, P7 and 8, we've got 2.5 laps now, we're closing, we're closing. Not feeling too bad in the Alpha, you know. Can't wait for the ungodly amount of pace I'm about to have when we jump in the Suzuki Swift. Nice and early on the power. Good stuff, go, go, go. 2 more laps, come on. Fight's on for P7 then now. Red Fox. Oh, he runs wide. I really wasn't banking on that. I was staying behind him there. Right, 2.3 to the guys ahead, but probably too far gone those, I think. .3 now the gap. 2.1, 2.0, 1.7. Alright, we're closing quite a bit to P6 now. We've only got 1 more lap though. This might be it, you know. It's a bit annoying that that chat hasn't gone off. That's annoying a little bit. Although I don't think you can see it with me over the top of the webcam. 1.9, come on. Slight mistakes cost me there. I almost hit the grass there. I'm lucky there. I'm lucky there. Right, just bring it home for P7 because that's a good result still. That I'm lucky. Cushy. P7's not too bad. Let's be fair. Not too shabby, considering we were right at the back. Right, I've got to see what all the fuss is about. I've got to have a look at the Swift. He's doing very well, actually, there. Mustang, P2. TSL, what is so good about the Swift? Why is it the best out there, even though it should absolutely not be? I do not understand it. And it's annoying. Yes, but congrats on the win. Heat with the podium now. Or heat on with the podium. Right, let's go with this. I can't believe I'm about to do this, but we have to go with what is supposedly the fastest car at the moment. And then a little bit later in the week, James, we'll try the... I'm not sure if I'll be streaming on Friday because we are supposed to be moving into the new house on Friday. So I'm not sure if I will be in to do a stream. I already prefer the Alpha, I've got to be honest. But let's see. just really stable and doesn't understeer too much. Well, we'll see about that, because with me behind the wheel, there you go, almost understeered straight off there. Let's see how we get on then. 30.086 is my current best, which is what I set. Oh my god, need to take that a bit slower. Which is what I set in the alpha. Let's just see how badly I can drive this one and whether or not I can improve on that lap time. We'll have enough time for 5 more laps actually. Maybe we'll get this one done. No, we won't. So 5 laps. Let's go. Let's see what our fastest lap time will be. Can we get down to the 29s? Get your guesses in. I know, watch me bang into 28. Can you imagine? I don't feel like I'm gonna, but you never know. Right, I need to be quicker through there for sure. I need to be quicker everywhere really, but I'm just over driving it. I'm getting to the corners and I'm braking too late. I need to actually be earlier on the brakes and stop thinking that I'm driving that Group 3 that I was earlier. As James always says, less is more. Definitely need to drive a little bit like that for brands, but sometimes it's just your lap time comes in confidence. If you can just push it that little bit further, especially in terms of track and racing lines, if you can just try and push that a little bit more, sometimes it does just all come down to a bit of confidence. Right, 3/10 up already. Here we go, Bosch. Right, I need to work on getting that thing slowed down then. It's not as good on the brakes as the Alpha, which is now what I'm comparing it to. Oh man, no, I'm messing that corner up altogether there. That is just all kinds of wrong. Five tenths improvement. Already set a new personal best. Admittedly, not too much quicker than what it was. Get your guesses in. What's our fastest lap going to be then? Way earlier on the brakes there. Is that going to prove beneficial or not? Yes, just. What will our fastest lap be? Can we get down into the 29s? That's the question. Take a slightly slower second sector to get ourselves a good run here. That's it, that's it, that's it. Oh, no, 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 no. That was almost it. I was only 2/10 up there. 29 point. Well, hang on a minute. 29.069. What kind of animal do you think I am? There is no way on earth I am getting that good a lap time. I'd love it if I could. I don't think I'll manage to get an entire second off. Oh, Heat, how we doing, mate? Sorry, I didn't even see you in. I didn't even see you in the chat there, mate. Apologies. Congrats on the P2. I think you were only 3/10 off, weren't you? Close podium battle going on up front. We were nowhere near you. What are you saying though? Can confirm you didn't set a lap time in the Mustang. Okay then. I'll be honest, I maybe thought as much. Is it good in the race then though? Is that why you... I suppose there's no tyre wear or fuel wear, so if it's good in quali, it's got to be good in race. What made you go in the Mustang then? Is it because James commented it on here and you thought, I'll tell you what, I'll prove a point. Right, that's where I've got a ton of lap time to be made up from the previous lap then. Right, need to be earlier on the brakes, I think. There we go. Down to the 29s. Whoa. Right, I can get this down to the mid 29s yet. Not necessarily on this lap, but based on where I was losing a bit of time there in the start of that lap, and I made it up and improved. Right, 90 seconds of concentration now. There you go, there's another three, there's 3/10 there, there's 3/10 on that Ghost. You idiot. And that is 3/10 lost to the Ghost as well. Idiot. So I'm actually still going to improve on that time by the looks of it, but we know just how much more that should have been. I actually take the final corner pretty well there as well. Probably going to be about a 10th and a half up there, I think. 29.7. That could so easily be a 29 point... Well, we were 3/10 up, and then I dropped back. Yeah, balance the brake and throttle. Yeah, you just got to be so patient in the Audi, though. I don't have patience, that's the problem. So, so I'll stick with the Swift then. It's doing alright. Oh, there we go. Alright, we're electric P2. Heat on. It's sticking with the... oh, we're up and down. Where are we in the grid there? Right, we're P11. Sticking with the Mustang, I see, mate. Fair play, fair play. That's the annoying thing. Even if I did get a 29.5 or a 29.4, I'd still be starting P9. 28.4 is the pole position. Stopwatch doesn't lie. Exactly. Oh man, can't believe we're at the back. I need to drop down some DR so that 29.7 can be pole position. That's so annoying. Right, final race of the stream. Where can we end up? P11. Let's try and not finish P11 or lower. We got P7 in the last race, so got a week to get better. Yeah, exactly. That's my problem. I do all the racing on the Monday night, and then I barely get a chance to have a look again at the dailies, which is the annoying thing. Except for then Friday, I try and do the Friday night stream, and then I end up having an absolute nightmare because I have to jump onto that one without any practice during the day. So it's like starting all over again. And then I just end up with the worst races ever. Anyways, here we go. P11. I was trying to have a look there, but you can't brake too late in this. You can't brake that late in the Swift. So it turns out. So just got to be earlier on the power instead. There we go. Push this Audi along. Oh, we got ourselves... What have we got ourselves? I don't know if it's a dirty driver or if it's somebody battling and trying to kill each other. Or is it all one and the same thing? Don't want to lose too much time here though, come on. He's going to go at the inside. Oh. God, I'm concentrating so hard. Focus on the exit. Never going to get around that Audi though, that's the problem. It's all going to kick off now. There's a potential to gain like 6 places, yeah? Just wait for it. Just wait for it. Oh, don't nudge the Audi off like that. That's a bit rude. Come on. Sorry, buddy. Keep it on. Keep it on. Keep it on. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. 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 My bad, that. My bad. That one is his mistake, though. And then he runs us off. Fair play. 1 for 1. We're equal now. Right, now we're even. Let's keep it fair. Hopefully. Yes, we'll have to switch back on him. Lovely. Oh, someone's gone. Right, well, we got P7 in the last race. We're P7 in this one. We're P8 in this one with P7 right in front. Oh, sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Gotta go for it, gotta go for it. Oh, he's gone for it. Awesome, nicely done, mate. Tremendous driving. Awesome racing. Where's my Doug? Nice. We're battling for P7 now. This is what we're after. Although look at this, P5 and 6, we're catching up to them because they're side by side. It's hard to do synchronised driving around Brands Hatch quickly. And they're slowing each other down by doing so. Oh, Heat's behind us. What's happened to him? In the Mustang behind us. How on earth's that happened? Track limits, I was expecting that one. A slight mistake from me, really. Go on, Heat, have that one down the inside. Go for it. Oh, I thought we would have served the penalty there. That was why I let him through. No! I thought we were serving the penalty there. Just a little bit too late for it to register, I think. Oh, nightmare. Right, we're going to be serving it this lap then. Oh, well done, lads. That was good racing there. Good move from Heat. To the inside, we'll see if we can have that one. We're going to have that penalty to serve though, so progress could soon be lost, yeah. Come on. Just need one of them to bin it. And then P7 could still be on. Oh no, he's gone. Alright, we end up with P7. What happened to Heat there? That looked like he was stopping. Was he stopping to give him the place back or us? I don't know what was going on there. Cross the line in P7 though, not too bad overall. We got P7 in the last one as well. G70 in front. I struggled in the G70. I really struggled. Electric got P3 in the end there then. Sparks with the podium. P2 in the Audi. That Swift's alright, to be fair. I've got to give it credit. It is alright. Annoyingly, it is alright. Cheers, Adam. Yeah, fingers crossed, mate. That's our completion date anyways, whether we get moved in or not. Or whether that's what they're aiming for, whether it does actually happen. It looks like it should be fine, though. But, yeah. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate that. We'll still be doing a few more streams before I get into the house here. And then I'll be in the house at the end of April for the actual office and the stream and all that sort of stuff. So, I'll be looking forward to that. But, yeah, no worries, Adam. Catch you in a bit. And then yeah, we will be with the streams and everything will still be going ahead. Whether or not I get this Friday streamed, I'm not too sure. Judging by this week's races, probably for the best that I don't, to be fair. But yeah, if all goes well on Friday, then possibly I can, but I don't think that we will be. Sunday we got no British Heart Foundation race, so I will be back on Monday, which will be Monday the 3rd. That'll be the next stream. Hopefully there's a few YouTube shorts or a video or so to come out of the last few streams. I'm not too sure. We will see how the week pans out, basically. But yeah, hopefully everybody's enjoyed that. Appreciate everybody stopping by as always. We will round it up there. And I will say thank you very much for joining the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please do like and subscribe. It goes a long, long way to supporting the such a small little channel like this. Yeah, I will see you all hopefully on Monday, next Monday. Hopefully a little bit at some point in the week, whether it's a YouTube short or a video or another stream or on track. That would be rather nice. So there we go. Enjoy. I was going to say what is left of the week, but it's only just begun. So enjoy your week, and I shall catch you all in a little bit. Thank you for tuning in. Toodles.